What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about a video in regards to haters and how to deal with haters and how to deal with people who like to start problems and to like just they like to start shit or like they like to be passive aggressive and shit like that. So and how to go about it and the signs what you're doing in life is doing good. So let's get to it. So the reason why I'm making this video, or I feel inspired to make this video, is because I recently made a video about my recent video of the experience of me like meeting a woman at the bar and club, right, and how things didn't went as planned. That's out of my control, and it was supposed to be like a funny video. Like I was just joking around with that video, but apparently, I was also dishing out a lot of good life lessons as well on that video, saying when you go to bars and clubs, don't take it seriously. I've also talked about how to approach women as well, like how to compliment her, the steps you must do, how to move on when people ghost you. I've also, because I wasn't talking about like my experiences. Whenever I make videos, I like to dish out life lessons as well too. So, for example, the video I made about me going to the bar and club and meeting the hottest woman I've ever talked to, right? How it didn't went out, how it didn't went as planned. I made points to where when you're the importance of approaching a woman that's basically out of your league, but or if you're extremely nervous because she's very attractive, you talk to her anyways, what it could lead up to, how you can have good times, good experiences, how it can improve your confidence. If you're able to approach a woman that gets you off your comfort zone, how to move on when people ghost you or betray you in a way like that, how to navigate in life when people are disappointing you and stuff like that, and the importance of keep trying despite the failure or despite the inconveniences in life. So the importance of also when you go into bars and clubs, not to focus on talking to women, but more so being detached. Going to bars and clubs to have fun, especially by yourself. Me, I go out by myself. I don't go out with a group of friends. I don't do that. I prefer to go by myself because I feel like you build more confidence and you have more fun, in my opinion. So learning social confidence, doing things that's out of your comfort zone, builds you up as a person, male or female, and yeah, and how to stay true to yourself. So those were the life lessons I've talked about in my previous video. Well, apparently, it's YouTube, it's out in the public, so of course you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people who like to talk shit. You're gonna have people who like to be passive aggressive. So I woke up this morning and I got a comment notification. There's one guy, I think he was my subscriber. I don't know who he was, but his name is Michael Holmes. And when he commented, he basically commented saying that I'm a lame. He said I should have sealed the deal with her, and he also called me a little bro. So he's calling me lame, and he's calling me a little bro. So while trying to give me life advices, in reality, one, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about because clearly I've explained everything on the video. He doesn't know. He's the type of person where like I feel like he never really knows how to get women in his life. So he's the type of person where like he's worried about the outcome, but he doesn't really pay attention to things. He doesn't realize that sometimes things don't play out even when you do everything right. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes situations happen. He's the type of person where like he's worried about the outcome because one, he never gets pussy like that. Two, he doesn't have experience with women like that, so he doesn't realize that sometimes it's not about the outcome. You could do the right things, but sometimes shit might happen. She might be flaky. She might be two-faced. She might be using you, or and even if I did fail, even if I did mess up, who gives a fuck? But for him to like make comments calling me little bro or a lame, that tells you that he has some type of envious or some type of jealousy or some type of insecurity that he likes to project towards me. So I'd have called him out. So I kind of just um, went off at him. I kept commenting on him and stuff like that. And then he was trying to play victim, saying that I was just trying to give you constructive criticism. Then he called me a little bro again. So clearly, like, he's just trying to get a reaction out of me because he himself most likely doesn't have the balls or the courage to talk to hot, amazing, beautiful women by himself when he's going out, especially at a bar and club, while I'm doing this shit in real life. So clearly he has something against me, clearly. Even if his intentions were not that, he's the type of person where like he clearly lacks communication skills as a grown man. He has a full beard, but yeah, he can't properly communicate as a grown man without throwing some slick ass personal shots at someone when he never even see me in person. He doesn't know me. He never know what the fuck I do in my background. So like, who the fuck is he? And he doesn't even have the balls to say that shit in front of my face, but he feels comfortable saying this shit online. So he's a certified hater, pretty much, you know. So yeah, so I kept commenting him, addressing him about those situations. I called him out. I called him a lame. I didn't call him a lame. I called him a pussy. I called him a bitch. I told him that you're making all these comments, but yet you're watching my video. You're subscribed most likely to my channel. You're taking time to comment on my video, and you're taking time to passive aggressively insult me. So those are my videos. I have more subscribers than him. I have more videos than him. I have clearly more life experience, and I have more of influence than him. He only has 2 subscribers, and he posts no videos. And I'm like, so who's really winning in life? Clearly, you know. So like, I had to remind myself like, he's just another pawn, just watching my fucking videos, you know. So me, I respect the criticism. I respect what he's trying to say, but for him to throw shots, calling me little bro, a lame, you know, I always hear that from Gen Z people. I don't like saying the word lame or little bro. It's just fucking corny to me. Gen Z likes to say that shit. He's a grown ass man. He looks like he's in his late 20s, early 30s, because he has a full fucking beard, and he's calling me little bro and a lame. Doesn't that make him a little bro and a lame, calling me that? He's using words off of Gen Z. I feel like that's fucking corny. I don't use words like that. It's just fucking weird. You know, like how you're a grown man online watching another grown man taking time to passively aggressively put down another grown man. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many things off about him. You know, just so many, you just don't do that. You know, he's just embarrassing himself. You know, so it's just weird. So it kind of inspired me to make this video. When you're putting yourself out there, it could be whether in person or online. Just know that you are gonna have people that are gonna talk down on you or be passive aggressive with you. And that's the thing with him. Like he's being passive aggressive. Like he wouldn't tell me in my face saying, in reality, he can just be honest. He can be like, hey, I don't like you. Hey, I don't like how you talk. I don't like how you look. I don't like you. He could have said that, but no, he's being a coward behind a phone screen. Like, how you gonna be passive aggressive on a phone screen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not near you. No one's near you, but yet you want to still be passive aggressive. It's one thing if you're in person, but if you're behind a phone screen, you're still gonna be passive aggressive. That's weird, you know. But if you're doing anything in life, it doesn't happen to be with my example, anything in life, you are going to have people who are going to talk down on you. It could be friends, family, anyone, a stranger, even anyone. It's a sign that you're doing something right. And if anything, don't let it discourage you, but let it give you fuel to the fire. Make like excel more into life. If they're criticizing you in something, I don't like to say the word criticize. I meant to say if they're talking down on you, if they're trying to ruin your confidence, and use it as fuel, knowing that you're doing the right thing. Even if they have all the evidence, you're doing the right thing. Keep putting yourself out there even more, and use it as motivation to level up yourself. Don't prove the other person wrong. They're nothing. They're just a person on the stand spectating. Prove yourself. Don't prove the other person, because you're just gonna give them energy. That's what they want. They just want to feed off energy, because misery loves company. Even if they're not realizing what they're doing, the fact that they're still doing it unconsciously and consciously, they feel some type of way towards you because they see something in you that they like. So yeah, so just use as motivation to dust yourself off, put yourself out there, and go harder. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like I said, you know, at the end of the day, he's making me look better because he gave me more motivation and fuel to make this video right there to help other people. You know, and now I'm gonna get more views. I'm gonna have more substance in my channel, so that's how you go about it, you know. But me, I'm a good person to talk about this because I had family members who did not like me. I had family members who were talking down on me, they laid hands on me and they were verbally and emotionally abusive. They had to kick me out of the house. I had to call the cops on them. Now, fast forward, I have my own place, I have my own car, I make my own money, and these same family members are still trying to call me. They're still trying to contact me, and I'm blocking all of them. So it's funny how karma works. It's funny how life always turns the tables if you're doing right. So that's an example. Another example, at the workplace, I had people who kind of talk down on me, who will start problems with me, who will be passive aggressive towards me, stuff like that. And I'll always end up being the hardest worker. I always get the more results in work and stuff like that. It's just I had people that are 10 years older than me, grown men, 2 times my size, that were trying to start problems with me simply because I'm just working. I have grown men who do that shit, who are in higher positions at work, and that tells you that you're doing something right. So I've definitely experienced a lot of situations where I'm minding my own business, doing good in life, doing the best I can. And people would just come out their way, just start problems for no reason. So I have a lot of experience with that. So my advice is that it means you're doing something right. In the spiritual community, people call it spiritual warfare. They call it it is how life is, because in a society, it's a crabs in a barrel mentality. So if you're doing something, if you're moving up in life, expect people to try to bring you down in a way. So just know that you're not going crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving up in life. And then these people, at the end of the day, they don't know you. They're still gonna watch, and you're still gonna trigger them even more because you're focusing on moving up in life. You know what I'm saying? So take that as a sign. If people are giving you a hard time, if people are trying to talk down on you, just know that it's not your fault. It's not you. It's just them, and it means you're doing something right. It means you're out of your comfort zone. It means you're improving in some way in life. And they like to feed off of your energy. People, when they talk down, is that because they see something in you that they're too afraid to do themselves. That's why. So they feel like it's good to criticize you just to make themselves feel better. You know what I'm saying? So that's an important life lesson. And especially like as you go up in life, I'm not saying if you have more people talking to you, or if you have more haters, that means you're doing better. No, you can experience one hater in your life or multiple people. It depends. We all have different life plans and life situations in life. But if it's one person or a group of people, just know that this is how life is. You are gonna have people in life who are gonna talk down on you. You're gonna have people in life that's gonna try to take time out of their day to start shit with you. So don't take it personal. It's just how people are. They don't like when you're excelling because people are so petty like that. So that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.